Hello, everybody. Welcome back to a TBO, where Dan doesn't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, it's so fun.
Also, Dan is heavily depressed at the moment.
I'm not depressed, I'm just sad.
Yes, because what isn't depression if not being sad?
I'll take depression as wanting to hurt yourself, but I don't do that, I'm just sad.
No, that's not what depression is.
There must be a
Depression is
difference. Shall we do that as a TBO episode? What's the difference between TBO and depression? Oh,
No,
God.
because we're not fucking therapists.
I don't know. Have you seen our name?
Well, Dan, I thought we could help people who have needs of therapists. We're going to do internet confessions.
Okay.
Yeah, I've found some. I don't know how well this is going to go, but I found some internet confessions that maybe will be funny, maybe will be disturbing, maybe will be whatnot. But these are some of the ones that came up on a list when you type in best confession. So let's be the judge of that. Let's judge people for confessing their sins. Right.
Okay.
You ready? You ready?
Yeah, I've got my hot chocolate ready. Let's go for this.
Dan, this person used to think dildos were a Hostess product. Like Ding Dongs or... Okay, so this is an American brand. I don't know if you know that.
Okay. Okay, that's fine.
Do you know what a Ding Dong is? And a Ho-Ho?
Well, I say a ding dong's a penis.
No.
Oh.
It's a Hostess product.
Oh, right.
It's
Didn't know that.
do you know, like, Twinkies?
Yeah.
Like baked goods.
Is that like the cake with cream in the middle of it?
Yeah. So a Ding Dong is similar to that, and a Ho-Ho is similar to that.
Okay.
So when I was younger, I heard the older kids saying dildo a couple of times at lunch. They were whispering and giggling for years. I couldn't figure out what was so funny and secret about snack cakes.
Okay. That's embarrassing. That is embarrassing.
Yeah. Oh, this person. I used to think commercials for condoms were moist towelette packets.
Okay, the first one, I'd give a 2 out of 10 for embarrassingness. That one, maybe a 4. 4 out of 10. Pretty embarrassing.
Okay, this one's a little longer, so we're going to do this. I have a crush on our local delivery guy, so I ordered all kinds of shit just to see him. It started 6 weeks ago when I had ordered a new electrical fan and he delivered it. I'm a 5'8", 19-year-old, and I think he's somewhat in between 24 and 27. And he's really short, 5'5", I think. It's difficult to tell since there's a step at my door. He's so cute that it's not even funny. The first time he came, I giggled and I was so flustered I was really embarrassed about it, but he was really nice and told me where to sign, etc. since it was the first time I'd ordered anything. Usually my parents do all that stuff. And now, for 6 weeks, I have had 2 deliveries average every week, sometimes more. I always order really cheap crap I don't even need, and I have a see the delivery man budget that I've set aside, and it's so pathetic, but I don't know what to do, and I think he's catching on too, because lately he starts to make small talk, and I panic, and I say something really stupid, but it makes him laugh, and I just don't know what to do anymore. Fucking hell. My sister is totally on to me, and just now he delivered 2 small packages, and my sister was just coming home, and she actually said, "So he's the reason you're always ordering shit," and walked in. I am mortified. He looked at her, looked at me, and fucking smirked. He must think I'm such a freaking loser. Oh my god, someone kill me now.
Yeah,
Dan, have you had a delivery crush?
No. Funny enough, I'm pretty sure all my delivery drivers are men, and I don't go that way.
Nothing wrong with that?
Nothing wrong with that, I just don't do it that way. I mean, it's not my thing.
No.
But I'm not gonna lie, it's a bit sad, isn't it? Like,
yeah,
you're just
have a budget.
You're ordering things you don't want over and over again just to see a guy, and then just talk to him.
Be creepier if the dude just showed up to her house without anything.
Just talk to the guy.
She is
by ordering things over and over again. Just, I don't know, ask him for a cup of coffee. There you go. Embarrassing. 2 out of 10. Sadness about an 8 out of 10.
Okay, so the next one, Dan. I lifted up a guy's scooter and placed it in a handicap spot, and then I parked where the scooter had been.
What? That's insane.
So you know when you're going in a car park and there's that one spot that you look at from a distance and it's like, it's there, it's perfect, and then there's either a small car in it or a fucking bike. And you're like, fuck you. This person lived everyone's dream and just moved that bike.
Yeah, that's creating felony by putting their vehicle into an illegal place.
Well, that person should have parked there. Shouldn't have parked at a handicap zone, my friend.
It's quite embarrassing,
That's quite clever, I will admit, but it's such a dick move.
That's awful. Why would you do that?
This is why he's confessing his sins, Dan. I think diabolical he's a 10.
Wait, are these supposed to be embarrassing, or are they just...
This is just anything. These are just confessions.
Just confessions. Okay, I would say that is a felony, like you said. That is just bad. My vocabulary is not very good today, so we're going to be stuck with the simple words, lads and ladies.
Okay, Dan, how about this? I am married and love my wife, but I'm so very attracted to women who smoke cigarettes.
Oh, that's just disgusting. Why would you want to do that?
So, I am happily married and we have a very healthy sex life, but I am increasingly fascinated about a fetish. I work in a professional setting and my office overlooks the outdoor smoking area of the office park, and I find myself just gawking at the sexy women that are smoking. I find women who smoke so sexy that I'm feeling an intense physical attraction that I want to satisfy badly. My wife and I are non-smokers, and I don't even drink, but the thought of having sex with a woman that smokes is beginning to consume my fantasies. What do I do?
What? I'm sorry? Honestly, he can have all the women that smoke. I don't want any of them.
Okay, so this person in the comments said, buy your wife a prop, fake cigarette, tell her to walk around and use it, have sex with her. That seems to be a good solution.
It probably is, but I would say go see a therapist. Maybe you want your partner to die soon. That doesn't sound good.
No, he doesn't want his partner to
No, I mean deep down.
He wants to fuck a sexy bus parking lot lady.
But they have a shorter
With a
life
cigarette.
expectancy, so maybe he's a necrophiliac. Deep down, you know. One thing leads to another.
Maybe. Who knows? Dan, I jerked off in a public bathroom.
Have I done that?
I would hope not. So this one, it was a movie theater and my movie wasn't going to start for 45 minutes. I didn't go into the bathroom intending to jerk off, but a guy came in right after me and I couldn't go. I pulled out my phone and realized I hadn't done it for a few days, so I did it. Wished I hadn't done it immediately after I finished.
I might have done that, I can't remember.
When he said, but a guy came in, I was like, oh, he got so turned on, he needed to masturbate.
Which is like, yeah, do you know what? Now's the time.
I do have that problem though, if someone else comes into the room, I'm like, performance anxiety. Can't do it. I'm not a fan. I'm private.
More than toilet?
Yeah, I'm really private.
Oh yeah, I can't. I cannot pee if there's someone standing next to me. It won't happen. It can't happen.
I can do it, it's really awkward and I really eat every second.
No, I physically can. I could be absolutely busting for a piss. I've been doing this before, right? I've busting for a piss. Just started, a guy walked in and my bladder just goes, nope, not now. You're stopping.
Yeah, I just don't understand the need to jerk off in public.
I feel like that isn't that bad. As long as you're like behind a closed door.
No, I'm not a fan of it. I'll do it in the safety of my own premises.
I mean, no, you don't have to do it. But it's not else does. Like, I don't really care.
I don't want to know someone's jerked off in a fucking place I've been in, though. Like, I worry about the workplace bathrooms if people are doing it. Because I'm just like, I don't want to be
okay, doing how it works is another level. That's another level.
Yeah, but it's the same as public. It's
Is
worse in public. There's fucking worse people in public.
I don't think I've done it in public. I don't know.
You've done it.
I was a pretty horny guy back as a teenager.
I don't think I've ever done it in I don't think I've ever done it outside. I've had sex outside. I lost my virginity outside, but like I haven't jerked off outside.
I've never done it. I've always done it behind closed doors.
Dan, I'm a male and I really like Uggs.
Uggs.
The boots.
So I was assuming that the shoes. I mean, if you like Uggs, it's perfectly fine. Like,
they're like slipper boots. Right?
yeah, to be fair, they actually look really comfy.
I don't really know what they look like. I don't really.
The shoes, they're like boots, got really
I don't
fluffy
pay
insoles.
attention to fashion at all. So
They're like boots, but they're really fluffy inside.
oh yeah,
They actually look
Okay.
comfy.
I'm sure you can get men's Uggs.
Yeah, just
They're
go.
145 quid though.
Oh, really? Okay.
I'm not. Why are the women's ones so much cheap? Oh no, women's ones are 320.
Yeah,
What the fuck, man? Why are they so expensive?
because the brand and fashion, so it goes together.
Oh, there's 102.9. I wouldn't buy them. Oh, size 12. Oof, big feet. You know what they say about big feet?
Big shoes.
I am sexually attracted to my boyfriend's dad. Is a confession.
Okay, that is concerning. I would run if I was their partner.
Ah, no, they deleted the actual information. God damn it. I want to know more. I want to know why you like your dad. Boyfriend's dad, not dad. Could be your dad. You never know. Boyfriend could be your brother. And then your boyfriend's dad. I was expecting a lot of incest when I was looking for confessions, because...
Why?
I don't know. You just figure people will confess.
You just
I've seen... When I was scrolling through, it came up with the most disturbing, and it was a lot of murder and a lot of, like, molesting of, like, or kissing cousins. And
people killing people? That was on there?
Yeah.
Or people wanted to kill people?
No, people killed people. Someone asked there was, a guy on Reddit asked, should he kill his wife? And Reddit said yes, and then he posted a photo of it, and...
Oh my god!
And then, his kids were gonna come home and see it in the hall. Or whatever.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, I didn't think that was appropriate for the fucking podcast.
But you said bring it up anyway.
Well, like I said, and then there was a dude who fingered his cousin at a sleepover, and she didn't like it, and then he got angry at Reddit for calling him a molester. So, like I said, I've chosen the PG.
When you say she didn't like it, do you mean she didn't like it because he did it badly, or because he wasn't meant to do it?
Both. Probably.
I suppose the former would happen if the latter was true.
Well, this one's a really long one. I just got a call telling me that my grandpa died, but I won't be able to see him because I grew up in a religious cult that will no longer speak to me.
Aha!
Are you intrigued?
I am.
So this is a really long one, so we're going to go into a lot of...
Ladies and gentlemen, get your popcorn ready. We're going to a story.
I found out from an anonymous phone call from someone I assume goes to the church. This same delivery method was how I found out about my great-grandma and my cousin. When I went to my great-grandma's funeral, I was 16, and I had been out of the church for close to 5 years, so I had not seen or spoken to anyone in my family besides my mum, dad, and sister since then. Everyone was happy to see me since they viewed us leaving as something my mum had done to me, with me not having any choice. I was very naive at the time and thought it would be just like the old times when I asked my uncle if I could catch up with them after the funeral, and he said yes. So the evening comes and I come over, still in my suit, brackets, I lived an hour away so I couldn't have just gone home, and my uncle proceeds to subtly hint that I was going to go to hell for various reasons. One, for example, was when my phone, brackets, Twitch was an iPhone, don't need that information, rang.
Very important to know. Without that detail, this story makes no sense.
They asked me questions about the iPhone, and then he mentioned how they don't put value into earthly goods, even though he had recently sold a ton of farmland and moved to a really nice house. Even though I was really naive, I could see what was happening and decided to leave, and he told me to have a nice life. I was in tears the entire way home because I couldn't believe that someone in my own family could have been so awful to me for no reason. I was so happy to see them, and they crushed everything that I remembered in my childhood. Okay? Just a few months ago, I came back from a vacation with my girlfriend to find out that one of my elder cousins who had recently left the church had died from a drug overdose. He had schizophrenia, and in the church they decided that he had demons, so nobody would talk to him. Going to the doctors for anything isn't allowed. Any medication is off limits. Olive oil and prayer is how things were done. And when I was growing up there, and it's still the same way, many people have died from easily treatable conditions. The only way I'll be able to see my grandpa is if the funeral home will tell me when his viewing is, and I'm not sure if that's something they're allowed to say. I'm hopeful though. Enough rambling. Growing up there and having my entire extended family turn their backs on me and has really fucked me up. He put have really fucked me up. It's hard for me to have fucking hell. It's hard for me to really express myself to anyone because it's easier just to shut them off and never speak to them again. I don't have lasting friendships, although I've been happily with my girlfriend for 1.5 years. It's a weird paradox.
It sounds like he's a therapist.
Yeah.
That's
He's
deep.
got a girlfriend for a bit.
How can you not have a friend without a girlfriend? That makes no sense in my brain.
What? No friend? I don't know.
Because isn't a girlfriend a friend? I mean, really?
Well, you'd hope so.
If they were, is that a bit weird?
They could just be using him for sex.
Yeah.
Or to get closer to the cult.
Maybe.
No, man, that sucks.
It does.
Cults, it's just crazy how cult behavior. It's all the vaccine shit as well. It's just
anti-vaxxers and Facebook. To be honest, Facebook and social media, the worst ones.
Oh, here's one. I made out with my cousin.
Ah, yes, incest.
And I really liked it. And I soaked my underwear and I flashed.
What?
And
Okay, no wait.
My boobs at him. He's disgusted with himself. There we go.
Oh, okay. It was started off. Oh yes, and then got a bit weird.
Mm-hmm.
How's that happened? How have they made it weirder?
Oh god, why is this coming? Am I the only one around here who doesn't have a hot and willing cousin?
Oh dear. Sweet Home Alabama?
Yeah, well, it's probably America.
It's definitely Alabama.
I could get kicked out of my university for pissing.
He could get kicked out.
I have a problem with drinking. I think that it's pretty evident if I'm with responsible people, I drink responsibly. If I'm with partiers, I drink too much, excess. One night I got really drunk and pissed right outside of the local bar, literally on the front steps, and pissed onto the street. I was super blacked out because of my school put me on probation and asked me to submit several different documents, etc., etc. Well, I didn't do any of the stuff they asked me to do, and instead of on Cinco de Mayo, I got plastered drunk again and pissed in the exact same spot as the first time. I was busted, and now I'm awaiting my second probationary hearing to see if I'm still eligible to be a student next semester. I'm hoping it goes well. I'm going to take responsibility for my actions and see how that goes. Brackets, the alternative being a student hearing where I take it to the board of students. Close brackets. I think if they dismiss me, it will be very unfortunate and excessive punishment, but I can say I don't see it happening. It was not a very responsible thing for a 21-year-old to do.
No.
TLDR, I may have figuratively pissed away my college education by literally pissing in public.
Idiot. Don't drink, kids.
Well, he's 21, and in America that's the legal age, so
True.
He's probably excited. He doesn't
Actually,
have
to be honest, technically though, because not just pissing in public, it's pissing on a private property.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're just pissing in public,
and he did it twice. Remember that?
yeah. If you're just pissing in public, it's not great,
way.
But it's not like the end of the world, right? It's just fine, right? You slap on the wrist. Don't do it.
I've never pissed in public.
Never have I, but I'm pretty sure I know what happens. They just fine you. They catch you. It's not much. But if you piss on private property, that's the problem. Unless you're pregnant and you can piss in a policeman's hat.
Yeah, that's true. That's an actual thing. The little bobby hats. You're allowed to piss in it.
Yeah.
If you're pregnant and you really need to, if you're called out in public and you really need to pee, you can use one of them.
It's insane rule.
Oh, also, Dan, this dude, I peed in a pickle jar.
Ah, yeah. There's a bit. What's the context behind it? Because let's say you're on a road trip and then you need a piss and all you got left is a pickle jar. That's fine.
Well, Dan, there's some text underneath.
Okay.
My brother used to treat me like shit when we were younger.
Don't like how this is starting.
I'm 28F and he's 30.
20 female doing this? What the fuck?
Mm-hmm. He used to hit me every day and ridicule me in front of his friends. He was cool and popular and I was chubby and not popular. Well, one day after watching the first episode of the Tom Green Show, brackets, there was a table of pickle jars and someone would spin the table whenever it landed. They would eat a pickle from that jar. If the jar had a yellow sticker on the bottom, there was pee in it instead of pickle juice. They all had yellow stickers. Close brackets. This gave me a great idea because I would never be able to get my brother back directly. He would beat my ass. So I had to do something sneaky. So one day after school, or maybe as soon as I watched that show, I went into the kitchen and poured out the juice to a jar of bread and butter pickles, squatted down and pissed right into the jar. A few hours later, he came home tripping on acid. We were sitting in the living room watching TV when he got up and went to the kitchen. He came back with a jar of pickles and fork and proceeded to sit there and eat the urine-soaked pickles straight out of the jar. I struggled to control my laughing, but hid my face. He never expressed any hint that they may have tasted strange, but he was on acid, so he may have just assumed that what made them taste different, if he even noticed. I told Oh, fuck my eye.
Why'd you pick the longest ones to read?
I don't know.
You make yourself suffer.
I never told anyone for years. I actually did tell my mum about 9 years ago, but she would never say anything and she died a few months later. I could never tell my brother. He's the type that's always right and demands respect. We are cool now though, and he has apologized deeply for the way he treated me when we were young. Anyway, just thought I'd share a story.
Okay.
Would you pee in a pickle jar, Dan?
No, I would not.
Would you squat down?
Why would I squat down in a pickle jar?
I don't know. You want to replicate it?
No. I'm only child, so no.
Do you have a pickle jar in your house, Dad?
Probably.
You gonna go later on and surprise your parents?
No. I've got one. The confession to talk about.
Go for it.
When I was 7 years old, I threw a brick at a girl and now she's blind.
Is that yours?
It's not my confession, no.
Well, you said you had a confession.
No, but oh, I look really bad now, don't I? I mean, I have a confession to tell that's not mine.
Right.
It's a pretty interesting one. Do you want more details about it?
Sure, go for it.
So it's a very long paragraph, so I'll just sum it up a little bit. So they grew up in a third world country in Brazil. They lived close to each other, and they were angry at them and threw a brick, and now they're blind.
Wonderful.
I'm not going to go tip Cheetos because that's pretty much exactly what it is. But there's a huge paragraph for this.
Do it. Treat yourself.
I'm not reading the whole paragraph.
Well, paraphrase it.
I did. I just did.
Whatever then. I eat my boogers. They're not even tasty. I am gross is the whole thing.
That's a good one. That is a good one. I like that one.
Next, I'm afraid to shave my balls because the follicle roots are a bit bumpy and the razor might bite them.
Yeah, sort of. I kind of understand that one.
And I don't really want to snip each one with a pair of damn scissors either. Fuck pubic hair. I mean, yeah, fuck pubic hair. I wish it was semi-shaved down there.
When I was 12, I poisoned and hospitalized my history teacher.
Dan, you don't need to confess every time. These are people on the internet. These aren't your true confessions, Dan.
One day in 7th grade, I found myself in my history teacher's supply room and saw her coffee maker. I grabbed her janitorial cleaning solution, 4 desks, and sprayed 7 or 6 pumps into a coffee pot. The next time I went into class, we had a substitute teacher. I didn't think much about it. Until the substitute showed up day after day. I had forgotten about the poisoning incident, so I hadn't put two and two together. And then learned from another student that our regular teacher was very sick and was also, I think it was the moment I remembered conclusion.
Good. I mean, yeah, poisoning people isn't great. I have a crush on a co-worker who is also a family friend's daughter. It doesn't feel right because I've known her since I was 5. Our mums are co-workers, that's how we know each other. It's like my brain cannot be fixated on a girl. She is pretty though, but as a supervisor, she's really mean sometimes. I can never think of anything to talk about with her. We make small talk, but that's it. Apparently she thinks that I don't like her, which is quite the opposite. I can't look at her without staring, which makes me bump into things, but we could practically be sisters, I feel would. Oh, so it's a female.
Oh.
Interesting. Yeah, that one you just gotta kind of confess.
Just saying that best friends make the best lovers.
Yeah, but they're not even friends. She thinks she hates her.
That's true. That is true.
Because she can't talk to her and say. Because if she was just talking to her, she probably wouldn't fucking not realize. But yeah.
I saw upwards of $2,000 from my parents when I was 12 and I got away with it.
Years ago, my brother took the SAT for me. That one. That's it. I have a cheating story for uni. Well, not uni. For GCSEs. It didn't work out well, but that's because I'm shit. But if you ever want to do a language exam, get a long sleeve jumper and a wired well, I know you can't because for whatever reason we were allowed our phones.
Why were you allowed your phones?
You weren't allowed to look at them though, so they had to be in your pockets or in your bag or whatever. But if you have wired headphones and you run it up the sleeve of your jumper and you have one of the headphones and you just sit with your hand on your ear, you can hear whatever you play. So I had a pre-recording of what I was trying to write down for my written exam for my German and French. However, you got to time this right, because if anyone looks at you and you go off your hand and then you go back, you've missed a bunch of text. So I didn't do that.
What did you just keep it on the entire time?
Well, yeah, but you can't do that. So I didn't plan this because I'm dumb and I didn't really plan it properly, and I don't give a shit about German or French, so I fucked it up. But there's a way of doing it because I saw it on the internet. I was like, oh, that's a smart way of doing it, and then I tried it, but I'm fucking retarded and it just didn't work. So I ended up I got F's on both German and French. Actually, no, I got a U in German because I didn't even bother with German.
Oh, really?
They literally told me it's probably not worth you taking the exams because of how much I hated German. Because I was just like, fuck it. I really hate this language. It's so annoying.
I really enjoyed German, and I want to learn it properly.
I hated our teacher, and I hated the subject. It didn't gel with me. I wanted to do Italian and Spanish, but they wouldn't let me. because they went, oh, you hated French and German, and, well, you'll probably hate Italian and Spanish, but they were the two subjects that I actually wanted to learn for languages, but they wouldn't let me because I'd failed French and German. And then afterwards, our school decided that you can pick between French, German, Italian, and Spanish as your starting languages. So if you wanted to do Italian, you could have done Italian when you started, but we were just forced to do French and German. Sucks, man. But yeah, if you want, I don't know how you do it now, because they probably ask you to take your fucking phones out your pockets and put them in a box like they did for the actual main exams, but these were just written exams. And if you wear a hijab or whatever those things, you could probably put wireless earphones in. I have seen people do that idea where they have wireless earphones in. I'm just like, smart.
It's a good idea, idea.
Or you buy the beanies that have the Bluetooth speakers built into them, so when you take it off, it looks like you don't have, but you still have Bluetooth. The only problem is with those, they have a flashing blue light, so it's kind of annoying if you're trying to be in an exam. Anyway, this one's boring, but 22 female, and I want to play with dolls.
Oh, that's fine. I think it's perfectly valid.
Yeah, go for it. I've seen... Go for it.
His one's not so innocent. I snooped through my teacher's phone and I found her nudes.
You what?
I snooped through a teacher's phone and found her nudes.
Huh. Well, I mean, as long as she's not sending them to you, that's fine.
Oh, is it? What do you mean it's fine?
Well, you didn't... I guess you snooped through.
Yeah, she looked at her phone.
Yeah, but, I mean, it's worse that if she was sending them to the person. Like, because that's a...
Well, yeah, but that's bad on her. But going through their phone is bad.
Yeah, no, it's bad for this dude, but I'm saying it's also equally as bad if the teacher was sending them to her. They're just bad in both situations. This one's the bad person, though.
So apparently the teacher was known as a young hot teacher.
Yep, I've had my French teacher.
Oh, really?
That wasn't enough to get me to learn French, though.
Mine was my dance teacher.
It did a bit of convincing, but I just still hated French.
It's the only reason my people in my school chose dance.
Man, I miss my French.
Apparently the teacher gave this guy her phone and told her to take pictures with it, and he went through the phone and just started looking at photos and then found the horny photos.
I mean, that's on her. She should have put them behind a locked screen.
Absolutely.
All nude should be behind a locked tab.
And then...
Because all phones have it, or hide feature.
And of course, what would a young lad do if he sees...
Sends them to himself.
No, he just went to the toilet and jacked himself off. Apparently it had the biggest nut he ever had. Speaking
of jacking off, I've been conducting a Pavlovian type of experiment with my sleeping pills. Every time I take them, I masturbate or have sex. I now get horny every time I get sleepy.
Why can't I sleep? That's quite funny. That's quite funny.
Or whenever he's having sex, he just gets really sleepy now.
That's it, yeah.
Just falls asleep and climax. I spelt 12k in under 2 months on video games.
Yeah, Fortnite.
My father passed away last year and I got stiffed out of 90% of the inheritance by my sister. I am still quite deeply depressed and spending half of my money on nonsense felt better than dealing with my problems. I still spend all my money on booze and games and nobody knows about my addiction problem with games and spending on them.
Fair enough. I've got one here. For an entire year, I would jerk off and finish in my roommate's shampoo bottle.
Did they say who the roommate is?
Apparently, he went to a private boarding school in Europe and had a shared bathroom, and his roommate was a bad person, so they'd break in. Apparently, this guy broke his MacBook just because they thought it'd be funny. So he decided to open up his shampoo bottle, jerk off inside it, and then made him use it. To be fair, it's actually quite funny.
Sounds it. I thought Keanu Reeves was a black basketball player.
That's embarrassing. That is embarrassing.
I guess it was just the way his name sounds. Maybe. Oh, I masturbated to The Sims woohooing. There are mods that allow you to see what goes on behind the sheets.
My roommate and I are bro-type meatheads. He doesn't know I'm into him, and still his cum sometimes.
Ooh.
That is grim. That is... Oh, no. That is awful. And it's not about being gay, it's just I think that's weird. Even if a girl did that to a guy, I would say that's weird. That's just disgusting.
Don't steal other people's cum.
Don't do that.
It's, not a thing that you should do.
I took back my cheating ex just to fuck with her head. You're a bad person. I am not reading this one because I'm pretty sure this is about 1,000 words. So I'm not even going to read it.
You should attempt to read it.
I might read it in my own time.
Oh, does it not think I'm 18? Might have read it not think I'm 18.
You got to sign in.
Yeah, I am signed in, but it doesn't think I'm 18. Weird. Wait, why do I have 2 notifications on Reddit? Messages. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Oh well, forgot I tried submitting something. First ever time. Oh, I keep hitting no, that's why. Who? Oh, fucking dumbass. Okay. Okay, what was it? Caught jerking. My wife had a boudoir pictures done as a wedding present for me, and I don't know how many times she has caught me jerking off looking... What's a boudoir? Boudoir.
Boudoir.
Boudoir pictures.
Boudoir.
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 A woman's bathroom.
My wife had boudoir pictures done as a wedding present for me. What? And I don't know how... What?
Oh no, I know it's a type of photography.
Is it sexy?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
It's like lingerie shots sort of thing.
Oh, okay. And I don't know how many times she has caught me jerking off looking at them. She just smiles and laughs and gets down and gives me a head and jerks me off, asking if I like how her tits and ass look in the
fair enough. I don't know. That sounds like he's got a great time.
That's a healthy relationship. Okay, that's nope. Not really fucking wife in her sleep. Friend, sister, nope. Compared cocks. Okay, let's do this.
That sounds like an interesting one.
Oh, no, okay. Growing up, my stepbrother and I were a similar age. When we were going through puberty, we were curious to how we compared and were developing. We would go into the woods behind our house and pull them out in front of each other. Sometimes we would bring a ruler and compare size. Other times we would masturbate in front of each other and see how much we each came. Not sure if it was normal, but it was fun. Okay.
Okay.
No.
To be fair, I think it's quite a normal thing to compare sizes, to be honest. Not like actually with each other, just numbers. Have you ever measured?
Measured?
You measured yourself?
I know the size. I'm not disappointed in it.
You have to say it. Have you
don't have to say. I haven't measured it. I know the size though.
How do you know the size? You haven't measured it. That makes no sense.
Because I can look at it and I'm like, yeah, that's not.
Yeah, it's about this.
Well, it's not small. So I'm just like.
Do you know, I actually thought I had a really small one until I found out the average size.
Yeah, it's like 5.
And I was like, I'm above average.
Okay, I don't know why this is going to be in my search history, but fuck it.
I think average is like 5.7.
It depends on region.
In the UK, 5.7. In Nigeria, I think it's 7.
Right, average penis size between 5.1 and 5.5 inches. Worldwide.
What is this podcast episode? What is it?
International penis size compared. Right. Okay. So Ecuador is the highest at 17.61 centimeters is the biggest.
What's that in inches?
I don't know. It's like half a ruler.
That's pretty big.
Netherlands is 15.87 centimeters. France apparently is 15.74 centimeters. Where's the UK? Wow, the UK is really down.
Oh yeah, I mean, think about it. Have you seen all the football supporters around it?
Ireland is 12.78.
That's pretty
United States is 13.58 centimeters. Japan is 13.56 centimeters. Greece is only 13.30 centimeters. You'd think the Greeks would be fucking packing it. Oh no, we're smaller than the US.
We're smaller.
With all the fucking and sucking that they did in ancient Greece. The UK is smaller than the United States at 13.13. We're bigger than China though, by 1307.
Okay, I think we should move topic.
Well, go back to fucked things.
Yeah, funny enough, I think we should do that actually. Okay, I got this one. I masturbated to my dad and stepmom having sex.
Oh, okay.
Apparently this is the reason why he started NoFap.
Oh, I am 43 male, haven't entered a sexual relationship with an 18-year-old. My daughter is the same age. Wife revealed. Okay. Okay, yep. Man,
I
love
jizzed-
coming so much that my pussy gets sore. There's a full image.
I jizzed
is-
in my roommate's bong and have no regrets.
Okay. I regret having. I should have put this in safe search. Oh boy.
I'm a straight male, and I had an encounter with a trans woman and really enjoyed it.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, you learn something new about yourself every day.
Yeah. I'm insane and addicted. Nice.
I used to wait until my friend fell asleep to go into their laundry room for his mum's panties.
Huh.
My first threesome and my boyfriend wasn't invited. Okay.
Poor lad.
Yeah, I think I'm done for today.
I think so too. We've had some weird confessions today.
Oh, I told my bro I'm going clubbing, but I'm actually going to a glory hole in PTX. And on that note, my wife wanted you to see her suck my dick, and I want you all to see me eat her delicious pussy. Okay.
What?
Good morning, Daddy made breakfast. Please don't be what I hope it's not.
I think we should end it here.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, that is a penis.
Stop clicking on things. All right. You turn it off. Close down the tab. Thank you for listening. If you made it this far, congratulations. It's been a weird episode.
Yeah, it started off tame and it just divulged so badly.
Anyway, we will see you next week for
my search history is ruined.
We'll see you next week for TBO for a special episode.
You'd hope.
We hope anyway. If timings work out right.
Yes.
Otherwise, you'll
Anyway.
get probably quizzes.
Who knows? Bye.
Goodbye.